those people wanted to see the speeches in their entirety. They didn't want to see clips, they wanted to see the whole thing. So it became one of our mandates to really try to catalog the entire campaign and necessarily the 18 to 25 demographic, and that those people wanted to see the speeches in their entirety. They didn't want to see clips, they wanted to see the whole thing. So it became one of our mandates to really try to catalog the entire campaign and put it up. I think
No, it's really cool. It's gonna be some of this.
I do, but then
really operating out of love for all the people that we're trying to protect with our actions.
And in that election, most of those, or a lot of those, were from the co-producing counties. So once these entrenched leaders get into office, they stay there and they rule the state government. So that's why it's very important for us to get help on the national.
We as a collective has had a monopoly on energy and has used that power to not only control the marketplace but also influence policy through extreme lobbying.
$1.3 billion into career technical education training.
I think that some of the steps are, that Saul Alinsky talks about, that still apply today. You can figure out what part of this role you fit into.
The bottom layer, the sand that settles at the bottom, you can go through this really beautiful lush country, and there's like so much biodiversity before you hit the plants. It's amazing. You just drive by and see these like ancient forests. And then once you hit the site of Synchrony Suncor, it turns from being this desert has just grown and grown and grown. It turns from being this really, walking around there, I counted maybe 3 plants. So they'll plant a bunch of trees, they'll plant something else. Sorry. So when you talk to them about that, they're saying, oh, we're doing land reclamation, not land restoration.
For many of our native people, these kinds of climate policies deter us from holding our governments accountable. There are some big implications, of tar sands, and and a lot of this is tied into global geopolitical stuff, with Iraq and just all this destabilization.
In front of you if you want to, but what I need you to do is just stay tuned, okay? So just please try to hang in there. We've got a lot of material to cover because we want to go over to the Capitol, lobby, and kick some butt in a nonviolent movement building sort of way, okay? So one question that I have, and this may be a little tough, all of you take a look at your badge. How many of you do not have a number? Okay, how you guys doing?
And second, we have the power. Young people voted. Young people have more political power now than they ever have before. Being the change that you want to see in the world. If you want a revolution, start acting revolutionary. Take some time off school. Dedicate your summer to this work. Set up a tent on the steps of the Capitol. Live the dream. This is no ordinary year, and we cannot live ordinary lives.
And when I think about this election, I think, oh my gosh, it was young people who got themselves a president. It was young people who got themselves a Congress. It was young people who put the environment and climate change on the agenda, on the national agenda. Because when you leave, we'll be able to say to them, Power Shift was in the halls of Congress. Power Shift made a difference. We'll be able to say, it was Power Shift who told us that we can no longer depend on fossil fuels for our energy future.
When young people in the United States were upset with the war in Vietnam, they rose up and they said, this war must end, and that war ended. And now, the green generation is going to rise up, and they are going to demand that all of that red, white, and blue CO2 ends, and that we become the leader, ending the catastrophe which is heading towards this planet. It's a mighty green wave that is going to sweep across the political landscape of this country this year as we pass the legislation that sends President Obama to Copenhagen with a law that says the United States is the leader.
But there are those who look at this moment of crisis as a moment of opportunity for all of us to change the world in a lasting way. Afford to fail on, because we are committed to succeed, and we will succeed on this agenda. Because I know that our best days are ahead with all of you as young people, so long as you are involved, and that's what Power Shift 09 is all about. That's what it's all about. But we are going to have the best 21st century youth conservation corps that the world has ever seen in the Department of Interior, and I need you to be involved. Thank you very, very much. We're going to do it again. We're going to do it again in the Department of Interior, because we are going to employ thousands and thousands of young people to come and help us resurrect the treasured landscapes of America. And as we resurrect the treasured landscapes of America,
as the EPA administrator, I'm certainly excited about your issues, but I'm more excited by your energy, and I'm excited by your power. Power Shift speaks to every seminal event in our nation's history when social change has advanced. In fact, no major social change has advanced in our history without a power shift. That the Obama EPA is here with you tonight and is here with you going forward. And our EPA, the Obama EPA, is back on the job. So I thank you, Power Shift. Good night.
For the clean and just energy future we're fighting for, to be more than just lip service, to be more than a tagline, more than a rally cry, more than the soundbite I gave to hundreds of reporters today, it is going to take a lot of work to be built. I want to live in a world that is united in the understanding that justice has no borders and that we all have a responsibility to protect our climate. I am in this to win it. Are you with me? I said, are you with me? I don't think Capitol Hill can hear you. Are you with me? I don't think they can hear you in Copenhagen. Are you with me?